It has been said that we die twice in this life. The first time, when we stop breathing. The second time is when we are forgotten. That is why we must tell the stories of the dead. I believe someone once said, a key to a person is through their heart. But then there are those who thought it's through their stomach. And by that I mean making good food. And this next person I'm about to tell you about did just that. He opened a worldwide chain of restaurants known as Bob Evans. And what you are looking at now is Rio Grande, Ohio, the birthplace of the famous restaurant chain Bob Evans. Every year on these grounds, an annual festival happens. It's called the Bob Evans Farm Festival. It is a mixture of agriculture, culture, food, and just good old wholesome fun. Bob Evans lived 2 decades of his life here on this farm. It is also the site of the original Bob Evans restaurant. This is his farm where it all started, and it is located in Rio Grande, Ohio. Starting from humble beginnings as a 4-stool, 6-table diner in Ohio, Bob Evans took a beloved sausage recipe and grew it into a beloved Midwestern restaurant spanning in 18 states. In 1839, the Evans family arrives in Ohio. May the 30th, 1918, Robert Bob Evans is born. In June of 1944, Bob and Jewel get married and settle down in Gallia County, Ohio. In 1946, Bob and Jewel open the Steakhouse, a 12-stool diner in Gallipolis. In 1948, Bob Evans delivered sausage out of his personal vehicle in the early years. Later, a bread truck was converted and used to deliver Bob Evans sausage. 1951, Bob and Jewel purchased the farm in Rio Grande, Ohio. 1953, Bob Evans Farms was founded, leading to the expansion of the company's sausage and restaurant businesses. 1956, commercial campaign launched with the catchy Down on the Farm jingle. 1962, the sausage shop in Rio Grande, Ohio opens, starting what would become Bob Evans Restaurants. 1968, the second Bob Evans restaurant location opens in Chillicothe, Ohio. In 1971, the first annual Bob Evans Farm Festival is held at the farm in Rio Grande, Ohio. In 1986, Bob Evans retired from the company, but continued to be a key figure and influence on his namesake restaurants. On June the 21st, 2007, Bob Evans passes away, but his legacy remains a strong influence within every restaurant. October of 2012, Bob Evans was entered into the National 4-H Hall of Fame. In 2019, Bob Evans becomes the home of America's Farm Fresh. In fact, if you stop in at the farm, there is a museum and tourist attractions. Next, our journey takes us to Mound Hill Cemetery in Gallipolis, Ohio, where we travel up the hill to the cemetery and pay our respects to the man himself, the entrepreneur, the restaurateur, Mr. Bob Evans himself. There is a gravel road near the back of the cemetery, and to the left there will be some stairs that you walk up. Once you are at the top of the steps, you will look slightly to your right, and you will see a bench with a hat on it, and it will bear the name Evans. The hat is a replica of the hat that Bob Evans was known to wear in life. It is one of his characteristic features. And just to the right of that is the headstone of Mr. and Mrs. Evans, Bob and Jewel Evans. Bob was born May the 30th, 1918, and passed away June the 21st of 2007. Jewel, his wife, was born November the 4th, 1919, and passed away on July the 24th, 2019. She was 99 years old at the time of her death, and Bob was 89 at the time of his passing. It was kind of hard to believe that right in front of me were two people who started out with nothing and really built the American dream. As it says on their headstone, they were partners, friends, and visionaries. And you can see pictures laid at the bottom of their headstone. And they looked very happy and in love. These two lovebirds are now reunited for all of eternity, as they rest in Mound Hill Cemetery on a hill overlooking the mighty Ohio River with a view of the great state of West Virginia in the foreground. Bob Evans will always be remembered for the foundation that he built and the food empire that he created. It will live on forever. If you like this type of content, it is my wish that you subscribe to my channel and show your support by smashing that like button. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm and helps me to go to more places and to bring you more stories like this one, and to bring you along with me as we go through these journeys together. Again, I would like to thank each and every one of you for the time that you've spent watching this video and taking the time out of your day to do so. Until next time, I will see you later.